The following story has been brought to you by StoriesToInspire.org.
This story was told by a menahel, a principal in Lakewood, just a few weeks ago. And they were having a Chumash party for the first grade. They were getting the Chumashim for the first time. And a lot of parents came from Lakewood, and a lot of grandparents came from all over. So the principal, Rabbi Chinuch, told this story. He said, a few years ago in Lakewood, they announced that 2 days before the holiday of Paysach, school's going to be closed so that all the Rabbis could be home and help the wives to prepare for the holiday. So now it was 2 days before Yom Tov, and the 5th grade Rebbe walked in to the kitchen and he said to his wife, "You know, we have off today, so I should be able to help you. What can I do for you?" So she said, "You really want to know what you could do?" He said, "Yeah, of course." He said, "We have 6 kids. If you could take the 6 kids on an outing for 4 hours, that would be the greatest. Take the kids out of the house. I'll be able to clean and bake and cook. I can do everything. Just get them out of the house." He's thinking, what's he going to do? Where's he going to go in Lakewood for 4 hours? So he has a great idea. He's going to go to Newark Airport on the air train. Now, I don't know if you ever were on the air train. It's very sleek. It's really cool. And it goes from terminal to terminal. It goes around the whole big airport. It goes over the Jersey Turnpike, and you see the planes taking off and landing. And the kids were having a time. They never had it. They bought them snacks. It was amazing. They're on the train for 2 hours, and they're having a great time. At one of the terminals, a pilot walks in. Very neat-looking guy with a cap and a uniform. He's a very friendly guy. All these pilots are very nice and friendly. Southern guy, he sees a father with 6 kids. He goes over there and he says, "Where you all flying today?" The kids didn't know what to say. So they look at the father. So the father says, "Actually, we're flying nowhere." He says, "Nowhere?" So the father says, "You see, we have a Jewish holiday coming up in 2 days. And my wife wanted to have, peace and quiet so she could clean and bake. So she asked me if I would take the kids on an outing. So we're going, together here and having a great time." The pilot got very serious and listened to what he said. He said, "Young man, I want to tell you something. I've been a pilot for 25 years. There is not a major airport in the world that I haven't landed in. 2 years ago, I got a text from my son, and he wrote me, 'Dad, you've never showed up to any of my birthdays. You didn't have the decency to come to my graduation. And last week you didn't even come to your first grandson, my son's birthday. Do me a favor, take my number out of your contacts.'" And he said, 2 weeks later, I got the same text from my daughter. He said, "Young man, I have flown everywhere, but gone nowhere. You told me that you're going nowhere, but with your kids, you're going everywhere." And that's the final lesson that we have to learn tonight. Our children are our greatest investment. We can go everywhere, but if we're not going with our kids and we're not spending time with them, we're going nowhere.
Enjoyed this story? Come again. Bring a friend. StoriesToInspire.org